This weekend, the Detroit Police Department responded to at least 10 shootings, 5 of them being deadly.
And this comes after the chief of police walked through Greektown asking the community to enjoy the spring without guns.
Joining us now to understand what's happening in Detroit and what can still be done is Steve Dolunt, the former assistant chief of Detroit Police. Steve, thank you so much for being here. 5 this past weekend dead, 10 shootings. What do you think is going on in Detroit?
I think that the last couple of years have culminated with some crimes being decriminalized and people getting out. It's the first warm weekend, and basically people are acting stupid. That's the bottom line. I think that even though they instituted the curfew, parents aren't taking responsibility for their kids, and I think we need to go back to when we were kids and our parents dropped a hammer on us and said, I'm taking your phone and you're going to stay in the house and you're not going to drive. And it'll upset the kids, but they need to earn the right to do that.
But when I was young and growing up in Detroit, my friends and I used to hang out on the steps of Pegasus. We used to walk right up and down that street. What's so different now that, you know, kids can't do that anymore?
Because now the whole social climate, social media has changed. Everyone films everybody, and they say, look at me, and they think they're an instant star on social media. They film everything, and we're glorifying the acts that these people do. These flash mobs that go in and steal all this stuff, or they destroy a restaurant. We didn't do that as kids because we respected our elders and we respected businesses. And unfortunately nowadays, kids don't respect themselves, let alone us.
Is this an issue in Detroit? I mean, we're seeing this across the country, right? Yeah. And so is this an issue just in Detroit, or are you seeing it really everywhere?
It's everywhere. It was in Portland. It's in every major city, unfortunately. There's just a lack of respect for, again, for yourselves and for each other. The one guy that sexually assaulted the 2 senior citizens.
Yeah, right.
That was unheard of years ago.
Yeah.
And the problem now is that everyone, again, they're glorifying, look at me, and I've got my heater here, so you need to respect me. No, I don't. You're making yourself a target. It used to be, if I dissed you or you dissed me, we got in a fight. It was real bad. Loser went to the hospital, winner went to jail. Now they go to the morgue because everyone thinks that they have a gun. That's how you settle a beef, and that's wrong.
There's no honor among thieves, as they say.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
There isn't.
So what's the solution here?
I think our parents, and again, it starts with my generation. We try to give our kids more and a little leeway, and now our kids gave their grandkids more leeway. We have to, as adults, drop the hammer on these kids and say, look, no, we're going to start from scratch. Give me the phone, give me the car. The judges, and the judges are guilty too, have to start saying no more of this tether stuff. No. You're going to be cleaning up the alleys in Detroit on a weekend. What? Yeah, you're going to be shoveling snow, you're going to be cutting grass. You're going to go earn your right to have that phone, to have that car, and let's get back to some civility.
Right, but that sounds like petty stuff, and we're talking
about. But it's not.
But we're talking about guns and shootings. I mean, we're talking about murders.
Yeah, because there's no respect for life at all. That's the problem. You watch videos, movies, TV. You get shot. Okay, you're going to be on next week because you're going to live because you're a star of the show, right? Or you're in a movie, you get killed, you're in another movie. The kids, these are kids. Their brain hasn't developed enough.
So why do they have guns? If they're kids, why do they have guns? I mean, you're talking about taking away cell phones, things like that. I mean, why?
Because their parents aren't taking. You need to be an actively involved parent. That's what you need to be, parents out there. Be actively involved with your kids. You have all this technology, so you know where your kids are at. I was in the gym today, and a guy said his 25-year-old daughter was in Greektown. He goes, what are you doing down there? She goes, I'm having a good time. That's great. Get out. They had 3 shootings. You haven't having a good time. Get out. Come on home now. There's 3 people shot. It's only a small group of people that are causing these problems. Not all the kids are bad, but the parents aren't taking responsibility. How you getting a gun? Anyone can get a gun. It's not hard.
Maybe got it from their friend, got it
from
the
their friend. Yeah. They get it from the house. Look what happened Thursday at the neighbors shooting at each other over a pizza.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. But if the parents don't get involved, do you think that Detroit police has the resources and the manpower to try to help get this under control?
We don't have enough resources. We don't have enough resources in the prosecutor's office. We don't have enough resources in the police department. And again, you have to enforce the laws you have. And instead of being worried about you filming me because I'm locking you up,
Right.
I'm locking you up.
Right.
And we'll deal with it. But everyone's afraid, oh, you can't touch them. Yes, I can. You broke the law, you're going to jail. And hopefully the judge says, you know what, I'm done with you. And you're going to, yeah, but there's prison overcrowding, the juvenile problems, then don't commit a crime. Don't commit a crime with a gun. Use some common sense. And I think the parents have, you know who Malik Shabazz is? Role model. He's out there with the people saying we got to stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
That's the kind of role model we need in every major city. Or someone who's been there, done that, says, you know what? You ain't doing that stuff, not in my neighborhood. And hold people accountable. Is that fair? It's not just a police thing. You know, it's the whole thing and it takes a village and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But it does.
It does. It does. But that's very bold in the middle of Greektown, you know.
And they locked up everyone, they got everyone in custody, correct? Is that right? All the shooters?
To my knowledge.
So they got, the one guy walked out and the police locked him up right there. There's plenty of police presence. But if you're that bold and you figure, what are they going to do to me? I'm a juvenile. What can happen to me?
A lot.
I don't care. That's what should happen. Sorry.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Former Assistant Chief of Police Department, Steve Dolunt, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate the insight.
Thank you.